2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Clingan, and it's Love in at the 1. And for Minnesota, they've got Dillingham, and it's Edwards in at the center position. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And here's Clark for 3. Drops in the 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Shannon, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Shannon. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Clingan. Back to Love. To the right side. Pass to House. The teardrop. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Shannon. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they get it back. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And here's Portland. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for them. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. Here's Clark. Portland with a rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, here's Love. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Minnesota leading by 10. Deflected. They get it back. To the left side wing. To the middle. To snap the cold streak. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes. But also, we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. And Clark drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Over to the wing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Ibaka with a steal. To the wing, right side. Here's House.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Shannon. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Portland making a switch here. Williams is checked in. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Ibaka. Here's House. Here's Clingan. Guarded by Edwards. Oh, nice shot by Clingan.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
He takes it in. Shannon. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Henderson's checked in for Williams.
Number 70, Scoot Henderson.
Blazers trail by 13. Pass to Ibaka. Now Henderson. Screen by Ibaka. Goes up at the elbow. Henderson misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Again, the miss by Portland. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 19-4 run. Blazers trail by 15. Ibaka finds Love. Here's House. They set the pick. Henderson for three. Sinks it from distance.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
It's stolen by Henderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Henderson's got 5 now.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Oh, it's stolen. Pass to House. Back to Henderson. High arcing shot. And it's blocked by Edwards. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamara's checked in. So it's Portland now, trailing by 10. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Love over Dillingham. And it's Love missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Shannon from behind the arc. Love grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Edwards, no good.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert. Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Love. So it's Minnesota now. They're leading by 8. Here's Shannon. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Green.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Here's Dillingham. No points yet. Here's Edwards. Buries it down low. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 7. McDaniels is checked in for Reed. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Drew Holiday's checked in for Sharp. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Pass to McDaniels. And he buries his first look.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Henderson against Edwards. Henderson, the pass to House. To the paint. With the fadeaway. The shot by Holiday, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Over to the left wing. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Holiday with the ball. Down low. Here's Clingan, and he dunks it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Edwards. Edwards against Henderson. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Edwards, no good. Blazers trail by 13. Now Holiday, still without a bucket. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to Shannon. Here's Dillingham. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Henderson outside. To the inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Henderson. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 11. For 3. Drains the triple. Henderson's got 10 points.
Yeah, maybe outside Henderson's range, but their confidence showing through, and the defense not ready for him to shoot from that far out.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. No good again that time. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. House passes to Henderson. Inside, outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there. 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Edwards. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Edwards has got his second basket.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
And here's Holiday. There's the triple. Another 3 for Portland. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota. They lead by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Joe Ingles is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Donte DiVincenzo. Then there's Anthony Edwards. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Blazers trail by 5. Henderson with it. Takes it inside. The shot that time not on target. Oh, good D by Edwards. Pass to Randle. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Randle's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Love passes to Henderson. And Donte DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And Clark has subbed in for Ingles. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Edwards. Tries yet again. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And stand while Edwards has pushed back. It hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Free throw no good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Now here's Clark. He has 7. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that one misses. Blazers trail by 12. Now here's Ibaka. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williams passes to Love. Now Henderson. They need this. He can't hit that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Clark. Portland making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. And so he hits both. Here's Love. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. Look, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Both free throws good from Sharp. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Sharp against Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Outside Reed. Clark outside. 6 to shoot. Outside Reed. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outside Love. Sharp, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Love. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Minnesota leading by 10. Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to Reed. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Here's Kamari. Here's Sharp. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he makes a first. Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Both shots good from the stripe. The Timberwolves lead by 10. And here's Edwards outside. Outside for Randall. Second chance shot. Blocked! And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Sharp.
Number 0, Scoot Henderson.
Blazers trail by 10. Here's Love. Pass to Henderson. And here is Williams. Here's Clingan. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. The rebound by Shannon. finds Edwards. Let's go with a three. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Ibaka against Clark. Pass to Henderson. Tipped away. Now Edwards. 7 points in the game.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That one's off. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. Sissoko, he's checked in for Portland. House comes in for Henderson. And he's good on the second. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
No coverage that time. Sissoko's got his first 3 points of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Here's Clingan. He has 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Minnesota making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Love. And that's good as he hits both shots.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Outside Edwards. From the top of the key. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Clingan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Down low. It's tipped. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 8 rebounds in the game. Henderson outside. Pass to Clingan. Henderson outside. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Shannon. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's House. Yet to see a basket. The open shot, Henderson. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the 2 areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making.
And it's the Blazers with the ball, following the score by Minnesota.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Dillingham. He's scoreless. Reed sets a screen. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Clingan. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Kamari. Ibaka with it. Inside. Kamari, that's good. Kamari's got his first basket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Clark outside. Here's Dillingham. Defended by Henderson. It's stolen by Henderson. And he's going for the oop here. Ibaka for 3. Knocks down the triple. And now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Clark, pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham, defended by Henderson. Back to Reed. Edwards against Ibaka. Here's House. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's House with the rebound. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Kamari. Here's Clingan. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dillingham's got 4 rebounds in the game. Clark with a screen on Ibaka. Here's Dillingham. Outside Reed. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. Reed, a screen on Ibaka. Here's Edwards. A slam dunk by Reed.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Kamari. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Clingan. Reed with the rebound. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Edwards outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's Henderson. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Dillingham. And scores off the crossover. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Clingan, and it's Ibaka in at the shooting guard position. Here's Love. Rebound Minnesota. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Clark. To the inside, Shannon. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Love. Here's House. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And he lobs it up. It's intercepted. Pass to Love. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Here's House. He's got 6. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Counted.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Inside. Here's Clingan. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Dillingham. Covered by Love. Pass to Shannon. Ibaka on the double team. Here's Dillingham. And he comes up with a bucket. Dillingham's got 6. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Blazers trail by 9. Guarded by Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Portland. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota leading by 7. Clark outside. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Outside Love. This one for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. From the arc. Kept alive by Minnesota. Pass to Shannon. 3-pointer. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And there's the screen. To the middle. Outside for Love. The ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Shannon. He's got 17. Back to Clark. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Blazers trail by 14. Left side Love. Guarded by Edwards. To stop the run. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And good whistle there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assist.
First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Portland with a rebound. House has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Clingan. And it's blocked by Edwards. Down low.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to House. Back to Love. For 3, Clingan. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Shannon. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Blazers trail by 15. Pass to House. Outside for Love. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Edwards, no good. Pass to Love. Here's Clingan. Shoots from the block. Count the basket. He's got 9.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Shannon. That's Ibaka defending. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Shannon, taking 2 shots.
First one falls. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Hits both from the stripe. So it's Portland now. 15-point game. Pass to House. Here's Clingan. Edwards comes with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's the jump ball.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. And there's the lob. Tipped. Now here's Sharp. Now Love. From the right block. Nice touch on the bank shot. He's got 11.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Puts it up from 12. And Shannon gets it to go. Blazers trail by 15. Pass to Clingan. Love with the ball. Outside Sharp. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Sharp. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Sharp. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Here's Dillingham. Give him 8. And here's Edwards outside. That shot off. Inside. Clingan. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Here's the 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one. And
Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
Sharp against Edwards. There's the 3. Sharp. That one's good. Sharp's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Edwards can't hit.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It's Sharp with the drive.
And this is why Sharp slices inside, because he wants to get fouled while shooting.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Sharp. Portland making a switch here. He's off on the second. The Timberwolves lead by 10. To the paint. Pass to Dillingham. And it's going to be a 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Blazers trail by 10. Here's Reith.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Outside Love. Clock at 4. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And stolen by Murray. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Love. Here's Dillingham. Covered by Love. Dillingham with the bucket. Blazers trail by 10. Right side Love. Here's House. 5 to shoot. And the layup is good. House has got 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Dillingham. Covered by Love. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. And it's Reith with the rebound. Portland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Love. The D's right on him. They set the screen. Pass to Reith. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 8. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Minnesota leading by 8. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Offensive rebound. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Henderson. Yep, that one goes.
And athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Reed to screen on Henderson. And here's Edwards outside. Drills it from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Clingan. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Thibault. Here's Clingan, defended by Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Henderson. There's the drive. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Down low. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Henderson. To the inside. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Henderson. Beyond the arc. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Henderson. Williams with it. Inside. Outside for Henderson. Sends it home from three-point land. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Reed. Pass to Gobert. Clark outside. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Now here's Henderson, guarded by Edwards. Ibaka for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And stolen by Gobert. Henderson against Clark. Pass to Shannon. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Now here's Henderson. Here's Clingan. Defended by Gobert. Fades and shoots. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Gobert no good. Blazers trail by 5. Pass to Henderson. Shoots. Again, the miss by Portland. For Minnesota, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And here's Reed. That's Ibaka defending. Fade away. Reed can't hit. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Williams finds Ibaka. Back to Williams. Now here's Henderson. He's covered closely.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Now here's Henderson. To get back on track. And it's blocked by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Clark, no good. Blazers trail by 7. Henderson with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Williams passes to Henderson. Out left to the wing. Here's Clingan. Reed defending. Takes one from 10 feet. No good off the back of the rim. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Over Ibaka. Using the size. Gobert.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Clingan. Back to Henderson. Connects from downtown. Henderson's got 20 points.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Shannon. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. A three. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Love. Ibaka with it. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Clingan. Over Clark. And there's Clingan on the assist by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's Clark. Edwards for 3. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Back to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Blazers trail by 8. Now Love. On the clock. Inside. Here's Clingan. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Clark outside. And he drives in.
First team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves. Clark. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Clark. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And Clark drops them both. Blazers trail by 10. Love a screen on Clark. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Dillingham. The kick out to Edwards. Gets the 3 ball to go. Edwards got 14 points now in the second half.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
To the paint. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Love. Pass to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Love. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 13. And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Here's Edwards. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Blazers trail by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Anthony Edwards.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. Clark on the double. Love, high post. Ibaka for 3, and the three-pointer goes. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. Off with the layup. Outside Love. Lets the 3 fly. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.